And now we're getting warnings, aren't we? And these are unusual warnings of really severe conditions, particularly in Scotland weather-wise.
A red warning, which is really rare, as Carol's going to explain a little later. People living in parts of Scotland covered by this red weather warning are being urged to avoid travel and to stay at home today. The Met Office has issued this rare risk to life warning as Storm Babet is expected to bring unprecedented rainfall with severe flooding in the worst affected areas. Louise Hosey reports.
Preparing for the worst. Sandbags being collected in Stonehaven. Storm Babet expected to bring unprecedented rainfall in parts of Scotland. All that coupled with high winds and coastal surges.
Before they put the flood prevention in, it was quite bad here in Stonehaven.
Do you think that will hold?
Well, I'm going to put it to the test soon, I think.
We've been flooded before, so I'm going to put my floodgate on and then put a couple of sandbags in front of that, and hopefully no flooding this time.
As well as Stonehaven, Laurencekirk, Brecon, Montrose and Forfar are all in the red zone. A rare level of alert from the Met Office warning of danger to life and severe damage to property.
This isn't about saying go about your day-to-day life as normal and then we'll come and just sort things out. This is a far more serious and significant, that one. This is about, absolutely everyone's got to be planned and prepared here. It's a team effort. It's about individuals taking responsibility. The emergency services are there to deal with absolute emergencies to help people. Communities there to help each other. But really, really do take this seriously.
In the red area, avoid travel. Avoid all travel. Do not go out. Stay at home. In the amber areas, the police are putting out a high risk of disruption. That is that if you go out, there's a chance that your journey will be disrupted. It may be flooding, it may be debris blown across the road, but it will be disrupted. So we're asking people, you're used to working at home now, can you work at home? If you really need to make that journey, plan your journey. Look at the Traffic Scotland website.
Most of the rest of northern Scotland has amber or yellow warnings. The floodgates at Perth closed again just days after the city was hit by flooding. Louise Hosey, BBC News.
Let's take you to our reporter Stephen Godden, who's in Perth for us this morning. Stephen, we've been with you throughout the morning, the wind, the rain, but we just cannot forget, if you are watching this morning in that area of the UK, you need to take heed of this warning.
Yeah, absolutely. The amber warning here came into effect at 6 o'clock this morning, and really since then the conditions have started to deteriorate. It's really quite wet here now, as well as being windy. You heard a little bit in the report there about the protection, the prevention that people are trying to put in place. A big one here in Perth is the big metal gate that you see behind me there, the River Tay on the other side. This is part of the flood prevention scheme here. And the gates have been closed, and they'll stay closed for the next couple of days in the hope that the worst of the weather can pass by without damaging any properties here. Because, of course, one of the big concerns is that this piece of weather comes really quickly after the last storm, and there were homes and properties here in Perth that were damaged by the floodwater then. So they're really hoping that there won't be a repeat. The big concern, though, is a little bit further north from where I'm standing at the moment. This red warning area, which is in South Aberdeenshire and Angus, between Aberdeen and Dundee, and there is real concern there about the rain. They're talking about exceptional levels of rainfall, which bring with it a danger to life from fast-flowing floodwater and deep floodwater. So as you heard there, the messaging is really strong. It's don't go out, don't drive, don't leave home during the period that red warning is in effect. Lots of people working from home, of course, so the message is to do that. Getting around very, very difficult, and across large parts of Scotland, this is going to be a tricky 48 hours.
OK, Stephen, thanks very much. Stephen Godden there for us.